Hello, I'm making a quick video while I shred some chicken for my dog who is currently sick. But a thought that's been going through my head recently is every now and then I will see a dungeon master or game master of any game really ask the question of how would they do a time travel campaign, specifically where the players travel to the past or to the future or anything like that. Or more specifically, how would they do a time travel campaign where the players are from the future or something like that? And the common answer is they can't. It would cause issues in the game because the players would know what's going to happen in the future. They could change things in ways you don't expect, or it would just be they would have no incentive to do anything because they already know what's going to happen. And for a very long time, I agreed with that actually. I truly thought it wasn't really possible to do a time travel style campaign like that. Until about, I'm gonna say 3 months ago, I discovered a genre of manhwa, which are Korean webcomics, or just Korean comic books, called a regression story. And how it basically works is someone from the future dies, basically. The end of the world has happened. They're the last person standing. And they're sent back in time to a point in their lives that was a fair bit before the end of the world or when things started going really bad, with all the knowledge of the future. They're weaker most of the time. They're much weaker, so they have to regain their power, but it's a lot easier for them. And I actually really like this, because something the good ones do, because there's a lot, and like in all genres, there are really good authors who know what they're doing, and there's really bad ones who don't. So what the really good ones do is they will send the character back in time. Let's say this is a campaign for the further examples. So the characters have failed. They were not able to save the world. They die, and through some shenanigans, MacGuffin, or last attempt, they are sent back in time. I'm just going to switch this over to landscaper. No, that's worse. We're going to stick with upright, because then you can't see my face and you'll just see my chest. Anyway, they are sent back in time to a point long before the end of the world, giving them time to gather allies, get supplies, and things like that. But the thing that makes it work is this. Most of the time, the heroes, or in this case the characters, joined the fight at the end of the world late. So they may have heard of certain events that have happened. Let's say, for example, the royal family of whatever kingdom they live in was assassinated. They've heard of things like that, but they have not actually seen it done. They weren't there. They don't know all the details. They still need to figure it out. But they do know about some things, and obviously they're going to act on that knowledge. They're going to try to prevent bad things from happening. Could be people dying in their backstories, could be a town they were going to being destroyed, could be a powerful artifact that the heroes in the original timeline had wanted to use being stolen, that sort of stuff. But the important thing is, and what makes it fun, is while yes, the characters have knowledge of the future, the authors that I find to be the most successful when it comes to the regression storyline let things change in reaction to the hero's actions. So let's say the characters get sent back and they stop a smuggling ring that was actually really vital to the bad guys' operations. Well, when they stop it, something else happens instead of what happened in their original timeline. Let's say the smuggling ring is the main reason why they were able to assassinate the royal family, going back to that one. So instead of them using the smuggling ring, they do an all-out assault. You're getting the point. Things change based off their new actions, which helps the DM keep surprises coming, and the fact that they came in later means that the players won't just automatically know all of the details. So if you ever want to run a regression-style campaign, some really good examples that I personally like and think are really good examples of this genre are these three manhwa. Hammer, just a good, funny one. Doombreaker, and I want to say it's the Infernal Knight or the Scarlet Knight. One of those two, I don't quite remember. Either way, both three are good examples of how to do a regression story, how to react to things changing based off the player's actions, and how to show that even though they're from the future, for various reasons, they don't know everything. Hope you're all having a good day. I'm gonna keep shredding my chicken.